Lane saved. Our travel unlocked. Starlight skin obtained.
Doge! Bear the Sheba Starlight skin. The most wonderful Doge. Why wouldn't you like this skin? Do you hate my dog? I'll kill you. No joke. You know what? I do hate his dog. If I use this, I'll get arrested? Right? Right? Didn't they say, like, you're under arrest if you're on a boat? Alright, Doomgaze, what you got? Head Doctor, the real murderer. Lady Lovedeyes, as gorgeous as you were 3 million days ago. Dr. Doomjazz, the Syndicate's head doctor, born in the Cannon Fortress, Scotland, in AD 988 under the sign of cosmic deceit. Growing up during a military campaign, Doomjazz longed to become a doctor to tend to the wounded. He snuck into the haunted Ziggurat Medical School and studied in the library after hours. Oh, was I supposed to Scot him? I guess. He became their top student and battlefield medic. He was captured during the Great Betrayal, losing his arms in a torture chamber before being rescued by Aiz Kiwami. The two fled to join the Syndicate. And nope, not gonna do it. And Starlight, the perfect pair. I've missed the Doomjazz charm offensive, and I've missed the Lovedeyes sass. How have you been? Still the same old Doomjazz? It's been just swell down here. I assume you got the memo about last night? Something like that. I presume you're here on business and not here for something nicer? Well, I just got back. I'm not sleeping with you immediately. Do you have a time scale? I'll be sure to keep you updated. Fabulous! You're in high spirits, considering our leader and council have been murdered. We all deal with grief in different ways. Do not be mistaken. I'm well aware this is a catastrophe, which is not one for outwardly displaying misery. What's your take on the Syndicate on this island? Keep myself to myself. I'm not interested in the schemes. It's exhausting. Drama and politics are drugs. It's best not to get hooked. That's a medical opinion. That tells me all I need to know about the state of this place. Anything else I can help you with? Alright. Can you think of anyone that has got motive? That's a biggie. Such a terrible crime. I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. Everyone is as innocent or as guilty as each other. You think Henry did this, Doc? You read my report? Everything in it lined up with the official version of events. Well, there you go, then. Didn't answer my question. That's all I can tell you. I don't speculate on suspicions and hunches. I'm looking for facts. Can you make an exception for me? You only speak to me when you want something, Lovedeyes. It hurts. Just doing my job. There's a mass murder that needs solving. I'm not going to speculate. You can bring anything you want to me for my fact-based opinion, though. What do you think about it? It's a nice story. People like to believe the easiest answer that fits their worldview. We kidnap citizens and force them to pray to genocidal gods. Of course the Syndicate would believe one of the vile working class would do this. There's something else at work here. Well, at least you have a working theory. What's your motive? I haven't got a motive, Lovedeyes. Everyone has a motive, they just haven't thought hard enough. Don't most investigators quote philosopher is at this point in the conversation? Jeez. These people. Yeah, without the highlighted names, could be hard to parse some of these sentences. Quoting is a crutch for the weak. Learn to have your own thoughts. What if your thoughts aren't as good as a philosopher's? Good doesn't matter. What matters is that they're yours. I've missed these chats, Lovedeyes. Your alibi. Where were you on the night of the murder? I was in my clinic until I was called to examine Henry. He was found outside the council building. Blood everywhere. I checked him over. Akiko has my report for you. Go see her if you haven't already. The Syndicate building logs should confirm my alibi. I've already seen them. They confirm your claim. Let's talk about Henry. Henry's movements. Anything you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? You've spoken to Akiko, right? She'll tell you what he did. All right. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Don't know what to tell you, Love Dice. He's clearly possessed, and I wasn't at his arrest 10 years ago. If you think there's something suspicious, try the crime scene. His apartment in the dead zone. Notable. Yeah, tell me about the inhibitors. Masahiro Heavy Industries Tech. Drugs that sedate the body and inhibit psychic ability. They were designed specifically for victims of demonic possession. Calm the body and mind, and stop them from lashing out. Henry's dosage level has been correct for the last decade. Do you know if anything can interfere with Henry's inhibitors? You're not the first person to ask, Love Dice. Who? Witness. Witness is responsible for overseeing the end of an island and ensuring it all goes smoothly. He's obsessed with fail points in the process. He got worried that Henry could be a fail point. Could he get loose at the end? He's executed and not part of the slaughter ritual with the other citizens. There's a time when he's out of his cage before he's executed. Akiko handles the execution, so he's in safe hands, but Witness got obsessed about the inhibitors that keep Henry sedated. Are they a fail point? Possibly, but you'd have to get past the Grand Marshal. He'd need a massive spike of adrenaline, and the only way I can think of to provide that would be an injection. Could someone have done that? Adrenaline's manufactured by the body. You need a drug to induce it artificially. His blood work came back clean, though. No one gave him that drug. Sounds like exactly what the... Did your arm say child labor? What? Child labor records. Okay. Akiko thinks the demon tricked the inhibitors, and that's how Henry escaped. That's just a theory. Is it a good one? There's no proof. I can't say anything without proof. We've never encountered this phenomenon before, but every race of demons is different. It's worth considering, but you need to try and find proof before relying on a theory. Keep that in mind. Did you see Yuri last night? Yuri Knight last night? Heh. Didn't see him last night, I'm afraid. What do you know about K-Hex's disappearance? I heard he was missing. He keeps himself to himself, so I don't see him a lot. He went up to his place on the cliffs. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I saw Akiko after the murder when I examined Henry. Can't help you with anything before that, Love Dice. Have you spoken to Akiko? Did you see Crimson last night? She has her little emporium. Go ask her. Got a sec? Got all the time in the world for you. You know that. It's been so long since we spent time together. You still a wine and whiskey woman? Not a lot of either in the idle lands. Want a glass with me? Enjoy the island for a few minutes before getting back to all that murder? I got a bottom of freedom letter open. I'm working. The offer's there if you change your mind. You're carrying the weight of the Syndicate on your shoulders. Don't let it get too much. How's it feel to be investigating again? Time to breathe life back into paradise. Indeed it is. How's the doctor been since I last saw him? Keeping entertained, you know. It's a small island, but there's always a way to have fun. Sure there is. Only one way to find out. Relentless. You don't give up, do you? Can you blame me? It was an unforgettable night, Love Dies. Maybe you've got some time right now. Each second I spend here allows the truth to slink further into the shadows. Well spoken. Paradise can't wait, huh? Feel free to swing by any time, Love Dies. I'll keep that in mind. I'm enraptured by you, besotted, enthralled. Where's this going? I understand the key to your heart is information. You desire the unknown. You desire to know about people. Maybe there's something I can help you with. Probe? Is that what happens after a date? You said you might be able to help me? Love dies. You charmed me, despite the tragedy of last night. This island is infinitely more radiant now that you're here. Because it's you, and I can't get you out of my head, I'll break some ethics. I've treated Witness for death scream trauma. He started complaining of being able to hear screaming on occasion. You've charmed me by rebuffing you. That's the secret. Gotta play hard to get. Whatever it seems like you're supposed to do, do the opposite. This is the key to success. We had no idea what the cause was, but it kept happening. I eventually narrowed it down to psychic death screams. A fancy name for headaches? Something like that. When someone dies, they involuntarily emit a death scream in a burst of psychic energy. Normally you can't hear them, but he'd become attuned to them. How? That's still a mystery. I don't know if we'll ever know. He attributes it to the gods' anger. He's all doom and gloom about us not doing enough to please the gods. He's taking it as one of the many signs of the end times. Medical report. Witness needs medication to deal with death scream trauma. When a death occurs, the mind releases a psychic death scream. Witness suffers from a condition where he can hear them. He believes this is a sign of anger. Wow. Question or ask? Is there a way to prevent it? Not that we found. What about during the citizen slaughter ritual at the end of an island? Surely that would be overwhelming. That's different. The priests conducting the ritual channel the psychic energy released by the slaughter into energy for the gods. It's dissipated away from the island. Does anyone else suffer from them? We had a case on Island 15. A syndicate member killed themselves because they kept hearing them. But no one else on this island? Not in the way Witness does. I think demons can probably feel them. Every demon we've encountered has been attuned to psychic energy. Would this include the demonically possessed? Probably, but I can't say for sure. How would it affect them? I'd imagine a spike in adrenaline. So this seems to be proof that perhaps the murders did not happen at midnight. They happened a few minutes earlier, which provided him with the adrenaline spike that he needed to get out of the restraints or whatever. Or to counteract the inhibitors. Anything else about Witness? I've been worried about his mental health. He's become secretive and guarded. It's manifesting in the standard ways, but multiple appointments with him have been interrupted by phone calls. He won't take a call with someone in the room and always steps out onto his balcony. Other people have reported the same thing. Who? Architect Carmelina. She started noticing it several years ago. She's worried that he was slipping into paranoia. Why are you suddenly telling me this? It's been playing on my mind. I've been thinking about last night and the lunatics we have on the island. Then the heavens sent an angel to come and question me. Thank you, Doctor. You've been invaluable. Remember to hurry on back if you need an examination or anything. Do you want to cancel the reservation? Continue or cancel. May the cosmos be a mystery, and may you reach the moon. Well then. Made it. Double jump paying off. Look at that. Although, couldn't I have just walked up here? Probably. Or no, maybe not. That was really the only way I could have... Right? No, just kidding. Oh!
Scene investigation.
Almost missed this. Power tools. Looks like Doomjazz does his own maintenance on his arms despite them being made by Masahiro Heavy Industries, and plus how... Well, I guess you could fix one with the other. A photo of the Marshal. Wine. Doomjazz always gets the best bottles. If you do spend the night with him, you at least get a nice glass of wine out of it. Several, really. Medical textbook. Long, detailed, and boring. That's it. That's it. Does Doom Jazz hold a candle for Akiko? Always thought he was the love him and leave him type. I could ask him right now, right?
Dr. Doom Jazz.
What's with the photo of Akiko on your boat? None of your business, investigator. But I said none of your business. Leave it. Even if I were to probe you?
Blood crystal obtained.
Very shallow water. Reasonable. Back door to Doom Jazz's clinic. Should be covered by the Syndic HQ logs, but the door lock... Oh, the door log looks broken. Means it won't log who enters and exits. I wonder if Doom Jazz uses this. So, if I hit up the jet ski, what happens? Where does this take me? Need pyramids and worship to get in here. Don't you growl at me.
Respawning.
Not supposed to do that, apparently. Oh, there he is up there. Can I... How come Doom Jazz gets a yacht? He likes his private time. How do you put in to get one? How do I become a yacht owner? It's my dream to own a yacht. How long have you had this dream? About 13 days? I think you'll need to be a part of the syndicate to get a yacht. If that's the case, I'm not interested. Alright, well, let's leave, I guess. Boof. Alright. Still many, many places to explore. Can I just... Already been there. Is this deep? I can't tell what's deep water and what's not. Floor is lava. Achievement unlocked. No, I didn't get anything.
Crystal obtained.
Where am I? What is this? Oh, I haven't been over here. So first, what's this? Oh, I have been here, but I didn't go and get whatever that is. Oh, it's not deep.
Plus crystal obtained.
Oh, is this where Yuri Knight is? Yes. Rather than actually going all the way up there, let's... wasn't there a thing? Couldn't I see a thing? Don't lie to me. Well, there's one, but... plummeted. And I was rewarded for my failure. What a world we live in. I've already been down here, I think.
Game saved. On travel unlocked. Starlight skin
Warmth
obtained.
of the moon. The water that reflects the moon is warmer than the surrounding water. You bathe in it for restorative properties. Wait, how is there water that doesn't reflect the moon? Isn't all water reflecting the moon depending on where you stand? I'm positive that that is how light reflects.
Relic obtained.
Maybe the moon is a vampire. We did hear about those. Descriptive river power station schedule. The work schedule for the river power station. This station helps distribute energy from the reality folding drive. Okay. Were you a clue? I didn't do it. I see. I unlocked that. And this. Glistening stone obtained. A small but bright stone. Looking at it makes the world around you fade away, and you can hear distant memories imprinted on the stone by the wearer. This one is full of happiness. It seemed important, but maybe it's not. Use this machine. Yeah.
Relic obtained.
Cool Melon, a slightly sweet melon-flavored soda best enjoyed on a summer's day under a tree, fearing the last drop and having to return to whatever it is you were doing. Oh, there's stairs. Oh, and there's things to pick up. Many things.
Relic
Questionable donation obtained. Citizens sometimes throw coins into fountains for luck. Luck doesn't exist. It's mine now.
relic obtained.
Fascinating grasshopper obtained. Some people get very obsessive about grasshoppers, I suppose. Oh. It wasn't... Oh, okay. Let me go back and look at that one again. How much... So did I only spend... Does it only cost 1 to buy a thing then? We'll go look in a moment. Silent Goat carving. Carving with the first god. Silent Goat was the first god of... Was the first god evolved man had contact with. Sometimes known as the first for this reason. Captured outside the city... in Mahoda Ending in India, tortured in the crystal caves, became aware of the syndicate and gifted them his power, killing himself. As you do. I have to remember to go back, because before I jumped down to get the blue thing, there was another thing that I wanted to make sure I got. Aromatic mushroom. Mushrooms grow all over the island and are prized for the variety of flavors. Aren't they all mushroom flavored?
Nightmare computer.
Oh, good. Okay.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
These are the logs of who entered and exited the building last night. Let's see. Witness enters. Carmelina enters and witness buzzes her in. The God Justice Marshals arrive and secure the building. Witness and Carmelina exit. Witness returns. Logs are sealed by the Nightmare computer. They can't have been tampered with. Witness and Carmelina have alibis. That's elevator? Not going to use that yet. Oh, what are you doing? I feel like I could talk to you all day, Love Dies. What's on your mind? Everything? Nothing. You know how it is. Feeling quite relaxed. You're the only one on this island that is. That's why you're in this situation. Too many people that take things too seriously. They don't think about others, just their own advancement. That isn't how a perfect society runs. Do you come from a perfect society? You don't get this attitude and charming personality unless you come from a place where everyone in the government is looking to scapegoat you for their own cruelty and fuck-ups. You personally? Of course not me personally. The lower classes. No time to chat. Things to do. Explosions to endure. Thought you said... Nope. Alright. Let me go... Oh, you're the searching ghost. Did I? I guess I did. I think I have. Right, the stone with the happiness inside. Really? Can I see? Oh, yes, that's it. Can't describe how this makes me feel. It's like we're together again. Please, you keep it. I can feel myself fading out of this world, and I can't take the stone with me. When you hold it, I hope you can find the happiness that it gave me. Yo, couldn't help spying on you. What do you want? Like that stone the spirit gave you? There's a wonderful depth to it. Hoping it was going to be a no. Why? Want to sell it? Why do you want it? Gems that are tied to the suffering of others are one of my collections. One of? Oh yeah, I also collect antiques from a planet populated by slug scholars. Also got a cabinet of calcified entrails, prayer wreaths from the mad monks in the Venus labyrinths. So want to sell? 2 blood crystals, one-time offer. No. I'll hang on to it. Shame. Suppose I'm going to die with this island soon, so no biggie. Don't stress it, Love Dies. Just wanted a little bit of happiness before the harrowing embrace of oblivion. I am now committed to finding and keeping all of the stones. This is the start of my rock collection.
Blood crystal obtained.
Yes, my pet rock. Where? Oh. No, this is up here. So what did I do? Came over. No. Did I? Did I fall? No. No, maybe I did. Did I? Rose in the Rain Residences, luxury apartments for the Syndicate. I used to live in a place like this, happily.
Blood crystal obtained.
I guess there was that elevator.
Blood crystal obtained.
Ill-fated pleading letter. A mother pleads for mercy. Her son transgressed. Love between the syndicate and citizens is expressly forbidden. Cabinet has a crystal in it. Told ya.
Blood crystal obtained.
We're doing it. We did it last time though. For nothing. Nothing. Oh, it's the lady. The person with the normal name. Crimson. But it's not a hint. It is not a clue to the whodunit. Alright, where was the elevator? Right. No, I was kidding about somebody having a normal name.
Blood crystal obtained. Blood crystal obtained.
Finding entirely too many of these. Let me tell you.
Blood crystal obtained.
Alright, so at this rate I should absolutely be unlocking every phone that I find. Oh, also I can go back to Crimson and pay her for all of her secrets.
Obtained. Blood crystal obtained.
Alright, elevator. It's time to elevate. polite luxury chocolates obtained. The standard gift given to the host when syndicate members visit each other.
Relic obtained.
Well-loved secateurs. A craftsperson's tools are a thing of beauty. The grip has been worn into the perfect fit for the user's hands over years of use. I don't know what that's actually called. The thing. Oh, hello.
Witness to the end.
It's Witness. Under the gaze of the gods, the so-called investigation for... Who called me that? Don't call me the so-called one. Only one guy calls me that. Returns to the island sequences. Witness to the end, overseer of each dying paradise, born in the Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981 under the sign of destroyed Eden. Secateurs are a thing? Okay, I believe you. As a witness, no. As a child, Witness was enslaved under the banner of Crying Grudge and put to work building the perpetually growing Chaos Palace in northern Persia. During the Great Betrayal, Witness refused to budge in his devotion, fleeing to hide within the impossible labyrinth of the Chaos Palace. Ezekiel found Witness and urged him to follow him. They became close. Witness was still a young man, and Ezekiel older and wiser. Witness looked up to him as a father figure after being taken from his own father at a young age. Witness holds a great deal of responsibility, overseeing the end of an island. He ensures every failure is perfect. He collects and breeds rare plants in his penthouse. Good to see you again, Witness. Apologies for Starlight. I do remember you. How long has it been since you last did work for our holy masters? Time moves so strangely here. We are grains of sand that drift in the astral wake of the heavenly titans. Especially after last night. The island is ready to end. The time flow is broken. The gods are displeased. We are supposed to be their loyal servants, our only purpose to resurrect them. Now we squabble and scheme. Our holy work brought to a screeching halt by murder. The end times are looming. So many have strayed from the path. This must be a sign from the gods. Am I a filthy heretic? Sure. The gods are capricious idiots. Another sinner fallen from the light and into heresy, just like the rest of this island. We're devoted to them, but don't think they're righteous. I'm here to weave some truths, not do their work. You have forgotten our holy purpose as well. Too many have. What's with the holy proclamations? This isn't your usual style. Far too much has happened in your absence. Truths have become more mutable. Our masters are not being served. The Syndicate has lost its way. I'm done with this. I have not strayed from the path. Too many of us have forgotten what it means to serve our masters. I fear last night was one of our punishments. Or maybe it was a divine reminder. Our gods work in esoteric ways. Are you here to punish the wicked monster that committed this atrocity? The sinner that allowed demons onto the island? Will he burn in the fire of justice? You can be sure of it. Any that would hinder the ascension of our cosmic overlords must be purged. Now, how can I assist you with your holy work? Start with this. Do you believe Henry is responsible? All I can do is trust in the gods and have faith that what happened was part of their divine will. But do you believe Henry did it? It is not for me to question the gods. Witness, do you think anyone has a motive for killing the council? This island is full of sinners. Our holy mission has been left unattended for too long. Any number of the sinners here could have done it. Perhaps it was an act of the gods. Heavenly anger leads to heavenly smiting. Heavenly anger? Is that what happened last night? Our holy mission is to exalt and resurrect our astral masters. This has been forgotten. Too much focus has been put on the island sequences. What good are the islands if we are not raising our gods from slumber? The gods seethe with anger. I can feel it. The signs are all around us. Demons, murder, sin. The gods always punish those that sin. Those are the rules. The Syndicate sins by not giving everything to our lords. Perhaps this was an act of punishment by the gods. Do gods often use knives? What would God need with a spaceship? Gods use instruments to carry out their will. Are you one of these instruments? We should all be servants of the gods. That isn't the same as being an instrument tapped to carry out their will. So anyone, including the pantheon of astral deities, could be responsible for the council murder? Righteous work is never easy work. Do you have motive for killing the council? I am a humble servant, striving to live on the righteous path. Murdering the council is not on that path. Am I taking your word for that? What reason would I have to kill the council? How does that benefit our holy mission? Who determines the path? The gods, of course. Did the gods want you to kill the council? Don't be ridiculous. I'll wait and ask him about the private calls last. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I spoke to her when she reported Henry's escape, but I didn't see her until the crisis meeting after the killer had been arrested. Akiko said she called you at the time of the murder. She did, but something's troubling me about it. I am seeking guidance from those in the stars about how to proceed. If I say anything, it may be misconstrued. I'm a professional. You can tell me anything. Let me ponder on it. Did you see Yuri last night? He is secretary of the architect. Have you spoken to her? Did you see Crimson last night? I didn't see her, Loved Eyes. Did you see the doctor last night? The doctor claimed to be in his clinic all night. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? The monster's movements have been recorded by the Grand Marshal. What do you know about Henry's escape? Only what the Grand Marshal told us. Have you spoken with her? Doom just told me you asked about overcoming Henry's inhibitors. The end of an island is endlessly fascinating. A symphony of finales, all hanging in the balance. Having a demonically possessed prisoner is a significant risk. I need to know everything there is to know. So you weren't trying to find out how to overcome them to help Henry escape? Don't be ridiculous. How would that help our holy mission? What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Henry is a curse on us all. His possession 10 years ago condemned the island. There's nothing else to know. The dead zone is our reminder of his crime. I still have to go there. Forgot. Thank you for reminding me. What do you know about K-Hex's disappearance? Nothing. He often went for periods of isolation. Sorry, I can't help more, Lady Loved Eyes. Where were you last night? I spent the night here, in my apartment. Can anyone corroborate that, or am I taking your word for it? Later, Serp. It was good to have you at a stream. I'll see you next time, perhaps. You don't need to take that tone with me, Investigator. Architect Carmelina was here as well. We left when we were summoned to the crisis meeting. Why did she come to visit you? It was unusual. He's sweating. His golden skull is sweating. She wanted to spend the last minutes of this withering island with me. It has been quite an age since we spent time together socially. Is there anything odd about her behavior? We had a pleasant time. We shared some wine I'd been saving and prepared to say goodbye to paradise. And you two were in each other's company all evening? I stepped out on my balcony to take a phone call from Grand Marshal Akiko. It was fleeting. No more than 5 minutes. What time was this call? Shortly before death visited the island. Akiko was reporting the escape of Henry. That matches what Akiko told me. Not long after, marshals were stationed outside the elevator to my apartment. You have any proof that you were both in your apartment? The nightmare computer at the entrance logs everyone that enters and exits this apartment. You can pull the records from that and check yourself. He definitely has something to do with it. Why is yours the only apartment with a logging system? You can't be too careful. I take my privacy seriously. Paranoia. Got it. Checked your building logs. Your story checks out, right? Of course it does. The righteous have nothing to hide. Tell me about these death screams. Tell me more about the moment the council died. I know you suffer from psychic death screams. Doomjazz can't be trusted with patient confidentiality around you. Yes, every time a person dies, I am assailed by their psychic death scream, echoing out into space. Doomjazz prescribes me medication for it. Did you suffer from death stream trauma when they died? Yes, I was assailed by the psychic death screams of the Council. I was brought to my knees by the pain. Why have you started taking calls in private? Why is this anyone's business? Are you hiding something? Plotting something? Don't be ridiculous. Want to chat? I must warn you that I am not one for long conversations. The gods are watching us. Do you think they are happy with what they see? What's with the zealot thing you got going on? The gods are radiant, and this island does not bask in the light. I came to realize this, and now I live only to serve them. Please tell me you also devote yourselves to the holy masters. I am a servant of the gods, but I have a job to do. Everything is secondary to our holy work. The recent bloodbath says otherwise. Please, join me in a prayer. He journeyed across the stars. He came to us and gifted so much. He was the first, the holy catalyst. Man's dark age was scorched by the fire of devotion. In the face of sin and heresy, I sing for Silent Goat. He heard us in the crystal caves. He will hear us again. The first, the holy catalyst, Silent Goat. May we always walk with you. Alright, sure. Oh, the whole thing? Okay. I say the whole thing. You are blessed. Friendship fragment. May you fly with destroyed Eden, and may you reach the moon.
Blood crystal obtained. Scene investigation.
Relics from Persia from before the Great Betrayal. Early depictions of gods and demons. Silent Goat. The Holy Catalyst. Oh, his phone. Witness collects and breeds rare plants. Sometimes he gives them as gifts. Then hounds you to take proper care of the most fragile plants on the planet. Statue of the Prophet, crying grudge. The god endlessly weeps at the visions of the future he cannot unsee. Oh, it's Final Fantasy 13-2 girl. UL. Phone in apartment. Phone call from Akiko. Backtrace Akiko's position. Ooh, yeah, I need to find a comms tower. We're gonna comms it up. Pretty sure I don't have a warrant. Also pretty sure I don't need one. What are they gonna do? Exile me? Girl who was exiled. Hell. This is where I just was. What does a comms tower look like? Red things? Wouldn't you know? Locked.
Relic obtained.
Resonant photo of a man. Sadness drips from this photo.
Relic obtained.
Wonderful crystallized tears. Oh, they are wonderful. When the moon shimmers, the right mix of intense sadness and anger may cause tears to crystallize as they fall. No, that just means you're turning into a Lassie. so glad I got this double jump. A monument to the moon, the sphere of death that is split in two by a great chasm. I can feel the grim silence from the deserted city on the dark side. Fabulous secret powers. Fabulous secret magical powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my sword and sang 25 years and my life is still trying to... I actually don't remember the lyrics. Possessed. Symbols of the possessed. Pretty messed up. You can be possessed by a demon. Like, really messed up, don't you think? Okay, is that the entrance to... Is this where Crimson is? If so, I'm just going to buy all of her stuff.